Work and Its Secret, delivered at Los Angeles, California, January 4th, 1900, Part 1. One of the greatest lessons I have learned in my life is to pay as much attention to the means of work as to its end. He was a great man from whom I learned it, and his own life was a practical demonstration of this great principle. I have been always learning great lessons from that one principle, and it appears to me that all the secret of success is there to pay as much attention to the means as to the end. Our greatest defect in life is that we are so much drawn to the ideal. The goal is so much more enchanting, so much more alluring, so much bigger in our mental horizon that we lose sight of the details altogether. But whenever failure comes, if we analyze it critically, in 99% of the cases we shall find that it was because we did not pay attention to the means. Proper attention to the finishing, strengthening of the means is what we need. With the means all right, the end must come. We forget that it is the cause that produces the effect. The effect cannot come by itself, and unless the cause are exact, proper, and powerful, the effect will not be produced. Once the ideal is chosen and the means determined, we may almost let go the ideal because we are sure it will be there when the means are perfected. When the cause is there, there is no more difficulty about the effect. The effect is bound to come. If we take care of the cause, the effect will take care of itself. The realization of the ideal is the effect. The means are the cause. Attention to the means, therefore, is the greatest secret of life. We also read this in the Gita and learn that we have to work, constantly work with all our power, to put all our whole mind in the work, whatever it be, and we are doing. At the same time, we must not be attached. That is to say, we must not be drawn away from the work by anything else. Still, we must be able to quit the work whenever we like. If we examine our own lives, we find that the greatest cause of sorrow is this. We take up something and put our whole energy on it. Perhaps it is a failure, and yet we cannot give it up. We know that it is hurting us, that any further clinging to it is simply bringing misery on us. Still, we cannot tear ourselves away from it. The bee came to sip the honey, but its feet stuck to the honey pot and it could not get away. And again and again, we are finding ourselves in that state. That is the whole secret of existence. Why are we here? We came here to sip the honey and we find our hands and feet sticking to it. We are caught though we came to catch. We came to enjoy. We are being enjoyed. We came to rule. We are being ruled. We came to work. We are being worked. All the time we find that. And this comes into every detail of our life. We are being worked upon by other minds and we are always struggling to work on other minds. We want to enjoy the pleasures of life and they eat into our vitals. We want to get everything from nature, but we find in the long run that nature takes everything from us, depletes us, and casts us aside. Had it not been for this, life would have been all sunshine. Never mind. With all its failures and successes, with all its joys and sorrows, it can be one succession of sunshine if only we are not caught. This is the one cause of misery. We are attached, we are being caught. Therefore, says the Gita, work constantly, work, but be not attached, be not caught. Reserve unto yourselves the power of detaching yourself from everything, however beloved, however much the soul might yearn for it, however great the pangs of misery you feel if you are going to leave it, still reserve the power of leaving it whenever you want. The weak have no place here, in this life or in any life. Weakness leads to slavery. Weakness leads to all kind of misery, physical and mental. Weakness is death. There are hundreds and thousands of microbes surrounding us, but they cannot harm us unless we become weak, until the body is ready and predisposed to receive them. There may be a million microbes of misery floating about us. Never mind, they dare not approach us. They have no power to get a hold on us until the mind is weakened. This is the great fact. Strength is life, weakness is death. Strength is felicity, life eternal, immortal. Weakness is constant strain and misery. Weakness is death. Attachment is the source of all our pleasures now. We are attached to our friends, to our relatives. We are attached to our intellectual and spiritual works. We are attached to external objects so that we get pleasure from them. What again brings misery but this very attachment? We have to detach ourselves to earn joy. If only we had power to detach ourselves at will, there would not be any misery. That man alone will be able to get the best of nature, who, having the power of attaching himself to a thing with all its energy, has also the power to detach himself when he should do so. The difficulty is that there must be as much power of attachment as there of detachment. There are men who are never attached by or attracted by anything. They can never love, they are hard hearted and apathetic. They escape most of the miseries of life. But the wall never feels misery, the wall never loves, is never hurt, but it is the wall after all. Surely it is better to be attached and caught than to be a wall. Therefore, the man who never loves, who is hard and stony, escaping most of the miseries of life, escapes also its joys. We do not want that. That is weakness, that is death. That soul has not been awakened, that never feels weakness, never feels misery, that is a callous state. We do not want that.